Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. Today, we have two of college football's elite colliding in a top-5 game. Both teams hungry to make a statement here. The Dogs will kick this away to get us going here. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Bulldogs offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And, Kirk, here comes the star tight end. There's so much emphasis in college football on using this position creatively. Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. But this contest is not a regular matchup, a battle of two top tens, two forces colliding. One team leaves here making a resounding statement. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense in less than ideal position off that poor return. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
Tackle made after a solid gain. He'll spot the ball for 30 yards.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
First down and 10. To throw, it's back. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set to some of those greats.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. On the ground, it's Etienne. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, drops back. He flips it to the back across the middle. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The Bulldogs will have to kick this away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. So Ohio State's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, a wide receiver, Kirk, this dangerous, who lines up all over the place. Can the linebackers step up and help out the secondary enough today?
Yeah, usually you see these matchups, the slot receiver has a big advantage. But I'll tell you, this linebacker is an excellent athlete, but the wide receiver he's covering today will pose a textbook challenge to see if he can truly cover.
Now it's second down here. Send the back in motion. Back to pass. It's Howard. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. And the single back takes the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Buckeyes are on the move here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Takes the handoff. It's Judkins. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third down coming up after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds his target, and it's complete. They pick up the first down. Tackled at the 25.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. They bring him down after a short gain there. Buckeyes looking to cash in the red zone. They look to throw it here on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Smith. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They came up empty in the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Dropping back. It's Beck. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. The Bulldogs will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. Bringing it back, it's Henderson. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Pass caught. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period.
Ohio State 7, Georgia 0.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Testing the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Second down. We're going to throw it. Down he goes. A sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
That sack sets up an important 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Howard. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. Coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Quick throw to the left side. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Dogs will have to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. This will be fair caught back at the 10-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Howard. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3 and out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Evans. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. Dogs looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. So it's 3rd down and 4. Settling for a field goal here would really be a letdown after the great field position. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And there's the point after. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Scanning the field. It's Howard. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. With the catch, it's Mbuka. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw yet again. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. It's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of their football and look toward the 2nd half. Throwing for his running back. The sure hands. It's ETN. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Back to pass. It's Beck. The pocket breaking down. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. The Dogs will send the punt team onto the field. On the return, it's Henderson. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. And now from the pistol formation. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can he make something happen? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. A long distance bomb. It's good from 57 out.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, we wondered all week how this one was going to play out, and through 2 quarters of ball, the answer is like a good old-fashioned barn burner. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Scott. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. It's an out route. The catch made. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46. The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackle made after the completion. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking downfield, it's Howard. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Or just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. Or it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. quarterback's got it again. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? And now they'll run it on the draw. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Bulldogs will line up to kick it away. Already punted 5 times now today. With the return, it's Henderson. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. It's Howard. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Crucial third down play after that completion. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. The Buckeyes will try to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. So 2nd down after the incompletion. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The pickup is 6, makes it 3rd down and 4. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. Football comes out. Looks like the defense has it.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Important 2nd down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. QB decides to keep it here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense operating from the pistol. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Etienne. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. They'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That's caught. It's Lovett. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
George has moved into the red zone. They're going to run it. Good enough for first down yardage. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Solid game puts him in good position for second down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Scanning the field. It's back. Touchdown, Dogs! And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
Now the try for the point after to make it a 3-point game. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Back in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They stop him, but it's a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Second down after that previous play. The sure hands. It's Tate. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. That run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Dropping back, it's Howard. He'll try a pass here. Pass complete on the crosser. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. Heads up, first snap in the red zone on this drive. They'll run it here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Great job by the defense there preserving the 3-point lead. But now in the fourth quarter, this is a crucial possession for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground trying to run some clock. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And now the running backs got it again. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. On the run, it's Etienne. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Running it back, it's Henderson. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down here for this offense. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. First down. Looking to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. And the quarterback will just clock the football. How much can they pick up on third down? Try a field goal from here would be 57 yards. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State, to take the lead in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. The offense signals for timeout. 28 seconds remaining on the clock. Georgia now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pass caught. Can he get in? And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining. It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? To throw, it's back. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete. Second down and goal upcoming. The shotgun running play call. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Well, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this. Now in the fourth quarter to give them the lead.
Now an important PAT to stretch the lead to a field goal. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Can they hang on? Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. Defense is coming after him. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. Today, we have two of the best teams in college football going head-to-head in a top-5 matchup, both teams looking to impose their will. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So Georgia's offense starts in less than ideal field position off that poor return. And here comes the tight end who's having such a great season. Kirk, you talk to opponents, and they always use the same phrase, matchup nightmare, this guy.
Well, what stands out to me with this guy is it's not very often, you're right, that defensive coordinators are most concerned about a tight end. But in this case, that is exactly what we're dealing with. This guy can hurt you in so many different ways.
To the air, it's back. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Tate. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. Buckeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the scoring. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Caught over the middle. It's Lovett. The defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Game moves it to the 35. First down again. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
The offense knocking on the door here with a first and goal. And now the handoff. It'll be Smother right at the line for no gain. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Looking for 6. Looking for the end zone, but not complete. Defense looking for a stop on third and goal. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Looking to the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Georgia.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Here's the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abuka. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Getting set. Here's second down. Looking downfield. It's Howard. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And this one will be fair caught. Offense comes out to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Here's the second down play. Handed off for a draw.
Boy, trawls and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
3rd down, out of the shotgun. Pulls it in. It's Lovett. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. And he's got it from 56 yards away. Never in doubt.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Looking to throw. It's Howard. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Can he make it to the marker? The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Ibuka. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Not able to connect, incomplete. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They're going to run it here. Fights through the tackler. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. The Buckeyes are going to cash in here in the red zone. Using his legs, it's Judkins. Tackle, but 1st down. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Got space, looking to score. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Finds his man. It's Lovett. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The completion sets up a 2nd down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. Tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. To the air. It's back. Caught over the middle. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short crowd.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Pass caught. Second down now. Looking to throw again. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Evans. Brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down. He's brought down, but the veteran quarterback paid a price for that completion. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. Offense comes to the line for 3rd down off the incompletion. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Caught over the middle. It's Young. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Looking for some space. It's Etienne. They're able to tackle the ball carrier there. Perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd downs this drive, but they'll need 10 yards here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And he knocks that one right through. Hold on now, there is a flag on the field. If it's on the defense, it still wouldn't be a first down. The kicker's got to be protected in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Looking right, this one caught. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught near the goal line. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line. 2nd down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Sam Van Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
And let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, that's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Pressure is coming. Freshman introducing himself to the quarterback there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
second and long, backed up at the 8-yard line. To throw, it's Howard. The pass rush closing it. It's a safety. Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. Today, we have two of college football's elite colliding in a top 5 game. Both teams hungry to make a statement here. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense comes on the field first today. And there comes the star running back onto the field. He is a special talent. You talk to opponents, he's always the focal point when they face this offense.
Boy, Chris, this guy is special. It's almost like he floats across the field. I mean, I don't think anyone can take him down in the open field. He's the guy that teams try to key on, but sometimes it feels as though no one can contain him.
Same tailback, another carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Howard. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. 2nd down after that completion. He'll test the right side here. Tackle made after just a short gain. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Try and muscle for the 1st down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. One man at the backfield, he'll get the football. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Now they'll run a draw play. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. And out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 39-yard attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Smith. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Bulldogs offense out there for their first possession. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Beck. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years, But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. The Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. Bringing it back, it's Henderson. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Running with purpose. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. 2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Ram down the middle. It's Scott. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Can he get there on the ground? And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. And the Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. 2nd and goal for the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
10, Georgia, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lovett. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Handoff heading left. Now juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And now they run the draw play. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, Here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Here comes a handoff. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, struck the ball to 44. How aggressive do you get on first and 10? Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First down, looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's Evans. And the gain just good enough for him first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Young. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down very near the red zone now. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll give it to the back.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Makes the grab on the move. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. So we reach the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. And he will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. One play, and they're already past the 40, first and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Quarterback operating an empty set. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield for 41. Buckeyes begin a new series here, first and 10. Looking to throw it again. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. To throw, it's Howard. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's reeled in. It's Etienne. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's the throw deep downfield. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. This time a completion. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And the field goal is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So it's 1st down, but they'll just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw. And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally speaking, are the ones that have the best chance to get that dub. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Bringing it out, it's Smith. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. And they get the 2nd half started with the running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Back to pass. It's Beck. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play. The Dogs will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Henderson. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that. Spot the ball at the 22.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. Sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. Dropping back. It's Beck. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Caught behind the line. It's Lovett. Of the marker.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ending off on the draw play. They bring it down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He makes the grab. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain deep into enemy territory. Ball down near the 30.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And he'll set up to throw. He's running out of time here. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. It's Beck. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on 3rd down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. Dogs looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. So here we go. After a long drive, it's 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in or settle for 3? Running out of time in the pocket. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up. So a field goal attempt coming up now. Long enough and good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Dropping back. It's Howard. Caught quickly. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? On first down, it's play action. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That's reeled in. It's Tate. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Looking to chuck it again. Pass complete on a crosser. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. First down. They're going to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Ball handed to the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Play action fake, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Howard. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Man, Chris, this throw does give them the lead. And what's great is when you can really evaluate a quarterback is when the chips are on the table. Really, it's crunch time. You got to make good decisions, and you got to throw the ball accurately. He does both of those things here, and it gives them a lead here late in this game.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
17, Georgia, 13.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? And looking to throw now on first down. Contact as he threw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Back to pass. It's back. And this time it's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. Catch made over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Smith. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. Caught. Completion. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pass is incomplete, but a penalty marker on the play that should result in a first down. Defense will have to bounce back after that PI sets the offense up with a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Etienne. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, gets a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And this one is caught. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
What was the quarterback thinking here? There's just absolutely no way you can take a sack in this situation. And now it's 4th down.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. No, he didn't make it. They stopped him short on 4th down. The defense rising up here late in this football game to protect this lead. What a play. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Over to Juke, gets free now. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Looking for some space. It's Henderson. And he'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just takes a knee.